no secret. It's plain to see. I love you, and you love me. It's no secret. You know it's true. You love me. I love you. The only time we seem to meet is in the middle of the night. Only then can I feel your heartbeat. Till something's not right. Together I see you and me, always and all time. But not everyone would agree. To them it's a crime. It's no secret. It's plain to see. Yes, I love you, and you love me. And it's no secret. You know it's true. You love me. Yes, I love you. Each day I think of you, looking for some sign that you feel the same way too. And I know you're mine. We can't use no telephone, but others can hear. And all I get.
Hello, good morning, everybody. Welcome to PsychCandy for Monday, July 25th. Man, I have to tell you, first off, so glad to see all of you. Anthony, Dave, Deanna, Keisha, welcome. I hope you've had a fantastic weekend. I'm still on my little trip up to Kentucky, where I've been able to hang out with my buds, Countywide Manhunt, Huck and Jesse Taylor. It's been an amazing weekend. We've had a lot of fun, playing a lot of music, seeing some great sights, eating some good foods. It's been really good. I love it. So you guys did not have to. You didn't have any of my shows for the end part of last week, but thanks for your patience in that. But yeah, I'm wanted to kick off here. This week, going to be talking about a lot of variants of. Well, we're getting out of the relationship side, but wanting to go into focusing on how we establish like caliber of people, and are we surrounding ourselves with value? Are we surrounding ourselves with people that, share the same views or cares that we do, that kind of thing? And I'm going to share this article. This is one of the articles I've written a while back. I've done a show on this before, but I had two people actually request I do this article again. So that was the fuel and direction for today's show. This article is Shallow Shit Show. Now, for those that know me, I cuss anyway because I'm Irish. But this article has a few flavorful words in it. So if that offends you, then I apologize in advance. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys are good. We're going to dive into this a little bit. Now, this is a show I am going to handle a little bit different. If any of you want to come up, share some comments, share maybe some of your own story in how you have handled situations like this, I'm going to invite you up at the end of the show. So feel free to hit that button and come on up. And yeah. Also, everybody watching in YouTube land, welcome. But do you feel as though your social circle is just kind of bobbing around that shallowest end of society's shit pool? Does your partner or parents say things that make your jaw drop with just its superficial dipshit ass jackery? I like that word. Dipshit ass jackery. I've dealt with a lot of people that have that. Now, I want you to consider what we're about to go into. This is kind of a checklist that can help you determine whether the people that you're associating with on a regular basis have all the depth of a bottle cap or actually carry some value of depth and soul. First, think about this. Do you have people that, well, appearance is everything? Oh, it's all about how we look, right? It doesn't matter whether they're considered good or not, as long as people think that they're hot. They could be dating the most wonderful person on this planet, but they'll drop that person like a used tissue if someone more attractive finds them interesting. They'll surround themselves with beautiful people, even if they don't really like them, and then cut down others for just being ugly, fat, unfashionable, or just not cool enough to hang around with. These are the douche nuggets. That's the douche nuggets of life. They reinvent themselves quite often as well, becoming a kind of a chameleon to blend in with whomever they're occupying themselves with this month. They'll adapt to any style aesthetic, pretend to love any music genre, and just to fit in with whatever's hot and trendy. Now, with this is overrun with people. If you go on TikTok, that's majority of what you see. Superficial, shallow shit. I just want to look pretty. I just want to be sexy. I want to go out there and present this. I need the likes. Oh, I've got 100,000 people that have come and liked me because I'm wearing the most little amount of clothing possible and displaying sex like it's just nothing. Why? Is that building that deep personal value? No, it's doing quite opposite. Then you have those people that they date for status rather than love. Now, for many shallow people, who they're dating is just as important as how attractive other people think they are. And in fact, they're with someone who's seen as hot and desirable by other people, then they believe that elevates them in other people's eyes. You know? That's just sad. Sorry, but it is. They may not even like the person all that much, but if they look good together, well, there you go. And bonus points if said person is wealthy and spends a ridiculous amount of money on them to keep them around. You know, as was a great topic mentioned by a friend earlier today when I was talking, materials aren't going to love you or wipe your tears. Right? Then you got the people that they will ditch plans if something better comes along. Now, I've had those people in my life, right? We'll make plans. I'll try for weeks sometimes with people in the past. I'll be like, hey, let's go do lunch, or let's go, see this band play, or let's go do something. Oh, yeah, I'll be there. Okay. And then, all of a sudden, cancel, ditch, they're gone. You make plans with the person so you can spend that time together, even if it's just going out for drinks or something. But then they text you at that last minute to tell you, oh, they can't make it. And it's not because they're sick or a relative needs them, but because some super cool event's happening. And it's a one-time thing. And they were put on the guest list. And, oh, my God, so sorry. Maybe next time. Well, the thing is, if that keeps happening over and over again, do you keep trying? Do you just keep pressing it? Keep trying to open that door? Keep trying to pull? Then it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I like to surround myself with people, and the people that I do surround myself with, they want to. We make plans together. It's a reciprocal. I want to spend time with you. They want to spend time with me. That's great. That feels good. That's a positive. Then you got the celebrity gossip and trash talking. If someone is a superficial mess, chances are that the only things that they'll talk about are, for example, which celebrities are dating, or who's pregnant, and who in your social circle has gained weight, and who's looking kind of ratchet, and all of those kind of things, Ideas, current events, pondering about the universe as a whole, those are unwelcome because they're boring. So they'll prattle about other people's lives instead. Even the people that called you a friend now use your downfalls as gossip starters to boost their own level of ego. These are the bottom feeders, people. These are the bottom feeders. They deserve a severe karma bitch slap because these are not the people we want to associate with. Those people that do talk about you behind your back and, tearing other people down. And a lot of times they're doing that because their own life is an absolute fucktastic catastrophe. But no, they don't want you to see that. But they're more than willing to talk about you. Then you got the people that just identify with their stuff. These are the people who readily flaunt the latest gadget that they've picked up, and obviously it's before anybody else has theirs, of course. Ramble about how much their new designer clothes cost, or how much they spent on a trip, or what their car's worth. They treasure those luxury items, with high profile labels. And, they're sure to mention all of that in conversation whenever possible, especially if they get to laugh off that amount that they spent and so forth. Again, materials are not going to hold you at night. Materials are not going to wipe those tears. Materials are not going to bring you that deep personal happy. Now, am I saying that, for example, it's bad if somebody has like, oh my God, I was able to get a new phone. Then that's great. Have your new phone. But but if that becomes your presence of merit, well, that's the issue. And you guys, I know that you got plenty of people that you could immediately think of when I say this. Selfie City. Oh my God, I've got to take pictures of myself all day long. These are the TikTok people all the time. These are the people that, oh, look at me. Now, if you check out their social media feeds, you'll probably find 10,000 photos of their face. That's their mantra, the me thing. That's the mantra. And you can bet that they take 100 selfies before finding that one perfect one that they're going to post that very hour. And bonus points if they're near reflective surface, so they're infinite images of themselves in all directions. And for the love of God, please hear this. Girls do this more than the guys do. I don't know if I've seen a guy do it, but women, don't do the fish face. Don't do the guppy lips. It does not make you look sexier. Just saying. Now, enough about me. What do you think about me? Don't even bother telling this person anything about yourself and expecting them to care. Anything that comes out of your mouth is just white noise and will be forgotten seconds after it's said. Why? Because it's not about them. You can tell a shallow person a dozen times that you have a deathly allergy to peanuts, and they'll still offer you some every time you see them, followed by, oh my God, I forgot, I'm so sorry. No, truth is they don't give a fuck because it doesn't concern them. Shallow. Very shallow. Then we move on to, they won't do anything unless, of course, it benefits them. And the only things that these people get involved with are those that will benefit their world in some way, somehow. That charity event they're helping with, yeah, that's so that they can get close to maybe the local celebrity that, they want to meet. The new person that they're spending so much time with can get them into the VIP lounge or favorite club or whatever. Altruism isn't in their vocabulary. It's all about what other people can do for them, what they need to do in order to make that happen. I've had plenty of those people, way too many of those around me, And you got that associates too with your liars, your cheaters, your shallow heartbreakers, all of these things. Narcissistic people, shallow. It's self-serving, self-righteous people. And with that, then it brings into the part of where the serious stuff that makes people run away, man. We could sit and talk about getting drunk all day long, Hey, Deanna, let's meet up. Let's have a pint. Let's go and have lunch together. You know. But then if it gets down to like, man, hey, listen, I'm really feeling kind of down today. I'm feeling depressed. That's the cutoff point. Oh, sorry, Deanna. Hey, I'm not going to be able to make it after all. Right, another time. Now, see, for example, if you're dealing with a fight with your partner, that's cool. They'll talk about that. They'll bring wine, ice cream over to your place and help you bitch about them until dawn. But if, however, you're contending with the death of a parent or a serious health crisis or anything else that's emotionally intense, they're going to be nowhere to be found. Suddenly, really important anything else ever has come up in their life. Sorry, love. Can't do that right now. But hey, send in your love and happy thoughts. Okay, talk to you later. Man, I found out fast who my caring friends were when I was in my car wreck that I've talked about. When I was dealing with like some major life changes. And I had who I thought, a large group of caring friends. I didn't. I had two. It was an eye-opener. It was good. I'd allowed myself to get to that place where I was ignoring some things. I was ignoring some like obvious red flags. And I would count it off till I was just busy. I was busy. But no, sometimes we don't want to face things like that. We don't want to have to really go through and do that inventory, of all of those things that we're maybe ignoring that really we need to cut out. And a lot of times these people, they'll show up, they'll show up a while down the road, once your storm is kind of calmed a bit, but they're going to dodge details about what you actually had to sort through on your own. And God forbid, they're really not going to ask you questions about it because they don't want to know. They don't want to know. Then those people that are, quote unquote, just trying to help. Well, these are a lot of times as judging people. Judgmental as hell, man. They'll say the most horrible things to those around them in the guise of just wanting to be, hey, I'm just being helpful. Just being honest with you, man. They'll criticize people's wardrobe, tell them what they should be wearing, or ask them if they really want to order that item at lunch instead of a salad with light dressing on the side. They'll make snide remarks about people's home decor, or how they should be disciplining their children, and and when called out about saying or those said negative behavior, they'll appear to be shocked by the, that kind of response. Like, oh, how dare you? That's not what I meant at all. Yeah, you did. Because they're like, after all, I was just trying to help. But help what exactly? Help you be a person that they like better? Or make themselves, make you more like them? See, to those people, I just like to say, shove that judgmental bullshit right up your ass. Because it just doesn't have, can't judge. We are all human beings, number one. We all have emotions. We all have a heart. We all have a life. We all have a past. We all go through problems. We all make mistakes. We all do those things. But, don't be judgmental. And then you get down to the people that are like, oh my God, you're just too sensitive. You're just way too sensitive. This goes along with the kind of the previous point I just made. If they hurt you with one of their thoughtless babbling, of judgment or comments or whatever, well, then you're just too sensitive. You got some issues to deal with. It's never their fault, and they won't take responsibility for any wrongdoing because it's just your fault. You're being the drama queen. You're the one being overly sensitive. You're the one just, because after all, their life is just perfect. Nothing ever goes wrong in their life. Their relationships, family life, career, health, it's all just tickety-boo. They can't tell you what's really going on in their world or in their head because this would shatter that carefully constructed image that they've spent years honing and developing. And as far as they want you to know, they have no failings. And everything they do is good. No, I'm sorry. Everything they do is absolutely fucking amazing. Everything. This is how also that presentation on social media has really developed them. That's what they get to show you, what they want you to see. You don't get to see when that camera turns off. You don't get to know what's really going on. You don't get to see the other parts. Then that takes us to the people that just want that limelight all to themselves. Now, it's of the utmost importance what everyone else thinks of them, and they get emotionally and physically sick if someone else is stealing that thunder. I mean, heaven forbid if you have an announcement to make or people are listening to what you have to say or laughing at your jokes. It takes them out of that position. If someone else is getting all the attention, even for a second, that shallow person feels neglected. And they will do their best to steal back that limelight by making it all about them once again. And see, we come back around too to where those people we do call our friends, and if we're attaching to those shallow friends, those people who do like to gossip, those people who do like to have that limelight, those people who do, they want to be the source of all things. Well, God, are now for sharing. If you've dared to trust this so-called friend with some personal details, chances are everyone else in your social circle is going to know about it, probably within a few minutes or a day or something like that. They just can't help themselves. Juicy bits of information, hey, those are for sharing, not keeping secret. And you'll quickly find out that absolutely nothing is, really truly protected, as far as they're concerned anyway. And they may have been sharing. Of course, they were just sharing because they're just trying to help you. Let everybody know what's going on in your world. No, granted, you flip that coin, they'll have kittens if you share any details that they've told you about. But when roles are reversed, anything shared is public knowledge. That's the mentality. I'm wrapping up. Bear with me. Last point here is loyalty. Now, loyalty really isn't in this person's nature. When it comes to friendship or romantic relationships, they'll dart at a moment's notice if someone more interesting, more attractive, or more exciting comes along. People have lost what it means to actually be human and treat people with respect and value. It's worthless. And it really does, it breaks people down. Now, that's another show when I've done that, but, when you start treating people like disposable trash, well, at some point, that's going to come back around towards you. Now, if you're dating a person like this, brace yourself for the inevitable breakup when someone shinier catches their eye. And if you think that you're cultivating a close friendship with them, understand that you could simply be discarded like last year's shoes without a second thought. I want to share with you in closing here, okay? I'm going to share just a quick little recap of 15 things to look at. And while I do this, if anybody wants to come up, go ahead and hit that button. But if you want to know what a shallow, superficial person is like, well, here's 15 signs to look for. They prioritize appearance over all else. They date for status rather than love. They bail on plans if something better comes along. They enjoy gossip and trash talking. They identify with their stuff. They take a lot of selfies. They forget important things that you've told them. They prioritize things that benefit them. They run away when things get serious. They say horrible things and claim they were just trying to help. They claim that you're too sensitive if you get upset by what they say. They project the image of a perfect life, and they enjoy the limelight. They cannot be trusted with your secrets. And lastly, they are not loyal to be friends with. It's sad that these things have become the normal in society. These things have become that normal bracket that a lot of people operate from. Not everybody, thank God, but look around at how ramped up it gets. And social media certainly did not fucking help. But the way that we operate with each other, the way we treat each other, cheating and lying and all these things. Now, you guys know I do couples counseling. So, but with the couples I deal with, cheating and lying and those things, that's what's rampant. That's in almost every single couple that I'm working with right now. All of them. Cheating, it's like, it's almost like, oh, I just expect it. I expect them to cheat. I mean, I've been lied to, I've been cheated on, so therefore it's okay for me to do it. That's kind of the mentality. Or there's always a reason. Well, yeah, things have not been great, and so we were having problems, but then I met this other person. They're awesome. They're really great. Well, deal with your own fucking mood right now. Don't just hurt people just because you don't want to deal with it, or whatever. Because that comes down to just that human. Like, treat each other like human. Understand our emotions. Understand what kind of integrity and value system do you place in you as a person, and then treat the other person in that fashion. Don't lie to people just because you don't want to grow up and be an adult and deal with stuff and be mature. Tell the truth. And sometimes that truth is going to hurt. The truth is going to hurt sometimes. That's okay. We all are going to have to go through some things that hurt sometimes. We all are going to have to deal with the shallow people sometimes. We all are going to have to do that because that's life. That's what happens. But it doesn't mean that we have to stoop to that level, start operating at that level because we think that we're making it easier for them or for us. We're not. We're making it harder. You're making it more difficult. And also now you're bringing in that shallow mentality, that surface mentality. You become part of that shit show. Don't. Rise above it. Elevate past it. Like, truly elevate past it. Well, guys, I hope that you were able to pull something from this. I haven't seen anybody jumping up here, so I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping up. But definitely join me now. Tomorrow, I am going to be on the road driving back, so I am going to be skipping tomorrow's show, but I will be back here on Wednesday at 11:30 a.m. Please join me. And yeah, until then, I hope you guys are having, your week is starting off beautiful. Your Monday is amazing. And I'm sending all of you much love and light. Thank you for being here. So good to see you, Anthony, Dave, Deanna, Keisha. Guys, love you to death. Thank you for your support. Thank you for that. And yeah, I look forward to talking to you again. Until next time, be healthy, be happy, and most importantly, be you. Cheers, everybody.